Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the first issue of Message to America, where we review certain items of law that could be deemed unconstitutional. Now, today is about DOMA. Now, as you all know, recently DOMA has been under heavy fire from the two cases that now face the Supreme Court. Now, in case 1, there's a equal justice under the law. In DOMA, in section 3, I do believe, is the thing saying, oh, so you're a gay, lesbian, or bi couple? Yeah, sorry, you married? But, yeah, you don't get the same benefits as a man and woman. Now, to reiterate, on the federal level, DOMA says a marriage is between a man and a woman. Now, this case is already won in several lower courts, but the woman in question has been going forward and forward and forward and not knowing when to stop. So it's an interesting case. But at the same time, all the Supreme Court has to do is strike down Section 3, which leads us to case number 2. Case 2, I'm going to call it the Strike Down DOMA case, because it's a case where they want to entirely dismantle DOMA. Now, DOMA itself is just an expression of the federal government, particularly the Republicans, because in order to get his budget passed, Clinton had to agree to something of Newt Gingrich's. Yes, this was passed under the Clinton administration. At the time, it seemed like a good idea. There weren't so many gay, lesbian, or bi couples. That's not true anymore. With all the new laws that are coming out, if they strike down DOMA, well, let's just say there may be a ripple effect across all the states. Because if DOMA is found unconstitutional, what's to say that Prop 8 isn't unconstitutional? Or the amendment to the, I believe, South Carolina Constitution is unconstitutional. Now, right now, we are sitting at a 5-4 because there are 5 judges that are not happy with the defendants, the plaintiffs have put out. But it's actually very interesting, because if you look at some of the stuff that the judges are saying, look at President Obama's own appointee, federal judge Sonia Sotomayor, said, what gives the federal government the right to define marriage? Another aspect to this is also the discrimination. It's been called pervasive by Judge Ginsburg. Meanwhile, swing vote is with Anthony Kennedy. And he asked, quote, is there a real risk of running into traditional state policy power to regulate marriages? But the two main opposition leaders are Judge Scalia and Chief Justice Roberts. And they have said DOMA could still remain in place as a valid extension of congressional authority, as 41 of the states do not allow same-sex marriage. Really boiled down to, it's all a matter of the heart. No matter how much you actually ban it, it all boils down to these people who love each other. I mean, it's rather ridiculous just to try and tell them, no, you can't. My friends, I know. Let's just say that if you tell someone who loves tell people who love each other that they can't marry, it's gonna end very badly. That's all I can say. Well, I hope you've enjoyed listening. Please comment, leave questions. I mean, nothing is out of bounds. I mean, if you want a question answered, be my guest. Yeah, thank you for listening to Message to America.